How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing something that is going to be very, very different to what I would normally do with some of these Worldbox mods. Okay. Anyway, so basically, we're gonna be doing a if civilization collapsed and restarted. And so before I really get into this series, a couple of things. So for credits, I am a fan of the WISCO series. What if civilization started over by AdizzPro? So I'll probably put the playlist to that in the description because I honestly highly implore you to binge it because it is definitely something to binge. If you want something to binge, go binge that. It's pretty freaking good. And so today we're kind of going to be getting into after Cataclysm 2. So the world was completely ran over by zombies, and at some point within the zombie world, there was a great dying kind of event that occurred on the planet. And so now we're kind of here, where everything is barren and there's only but a map to fill out. So without much further delay, we're also going to be playing this on 1x speed so that we can have this series last as long as possible. And so when it comes to starting over, though, the whole like restarting the civilization, I'm unsure exactly like where they could possibly restart. I mean, there's a fair bit of contenders, like somewhere between here or here. Meh. I mean, we could maybe I don't know, because like the whole world collapsed, right? So I don't know what year is it right now. Okay, currently it is the year 57, and now signs of civilization are starting to appear, and so now we have the very first kingdom. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm so excited. Now, I don't quite know what to call this, so we're just going to call this like Old Lands or something because it's basically just that. I mean, it's going to become that, but at the same time, for right now, we could just call it Newland or something like, or just New Lands for right now, and then it'll maybe change over time as maybe a king gets hailed and things start to kind of, get built. So there is only like 2 humans here, almost kind of like an Adam and Eve sort of situation. You've got Brayan here, Mutawiko. So these are the very first 2 of the civilization here. And I will be making sure, that certain events appear and that so here we go. New Lands, Newfoundland. Because it's Newfoundland. Get it? Anyway. So, yeah. I mean, the first episode is always going to be, like, really slow. So we've got New Lands. And over here we've got... Maybe there was a... Well, I don't know. It's just kind of like... Oh, and there goes one of the first. Oh, and the wolves are... Damn. Maybe we can't do an Adam and Eve. Alright, we're gonna do several people, okay, starting a civ, okay? And maybe there was a person over here, dude. They're to the wolves now. And so we're now... This is now going to be called Newfoundland. Basically the NFL, except minus football. So now basically the Newfoundlands are growing and they're starting to really form the actual kingdom. Oh, we got a new kingdom. Oh, and it's gone. Seems like these guys are battling. Okay. Yeah, just join Newfoundland, okay? Oh, and it looks like we've got a new a new area here. Okay. So we're going to have two kingdoms kind of. So maybe this will become the North. That's just kind of what it's known as. It's just known as the North. And this is Foundland, and this is the North. It do be the North, though. So it's kind of within the area of... So it's kind of within the area of Iraq and Iran, maybe a little bit of Syria, and a tiny piece of Jordan, maybe, and kind of a fair bit of Saudi Arabia. But as you can see, Newfoundland is very much Newfoundland, so to say. I mean, let's just say there was a certain pocket of survivors at one point that maybe escaped on a boat. And they don't know what happened. They don't know what occurred. You know, I mean, it's all up to you what you guys think what happened. You know what I mean? That's kind of the cool part. Excuse me. And so, we kind of get to see the civilizations build up and go through their eras. Right? And so right now, we're kind of in the era of exploration, so to say, where people are just kind of exploring or settling down in the actual areas that they currently have, and they're working. I mean, it's the year, we're in the year 60 right now. We actually have a timeline here, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, no, rest in peace Adam and Eve, though. I mean, they did not last real long. But yeah, the North here has only 4 population apparently. And a single tent. There are probably things unspeakable that go on within that tent. Very unspeakable things. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, these guys are really kind of starting to build some houses, huh? I mean, hey, why the heck not? They're kind of getting there to the period of now they can somehow already build houses. But hey, that's good. That's good for the future, right? Because this means that there's going to be other things, and there will be a lot of competition, hopefully, between these two. I might just spawn in some more humans in here, just so that we can get their population kick-started. Because I don't want them to, like, go extinct. But we are going to let them expand and search, explore, you know. Maybe there will be some more lands filled out within this map. And so, yeah, hopefully that that maybe, like, maybe some people from this side were like, let's see what's up here in the north. They don't really know, like, exactly what they're going to call these lands yet, you know. They're very much at the, like, beginning stage of, like, not only civilization, but, like, of maybe nationalism, so to speak. Like, right now, we're basically tribes currently, or, like, something like that, right? Wow, look at this. This guy's king is even helping build. That's a good king right there. King Schwabby. All hail King Schwabby. Apparently Schwabby is fat. Hey, he's 22. That's how... Is this bro literally me? Yeah, so we need to get civ babies. We need hunger and old age. We need animal babies and animal spawns and peaceful monsters and all that crap. So yeah, certain world laws might get changed in between. So I do apologize for that. But yeah, so far this is going pretty well, and maybe we'll start kind of seeing a lot more exploration / expansion. But yeah, Newfoundland, they're doing pretty good. The North, they're doing all right. I don't know what they're gonna do, because I mean, At some point, these guys may have a conflict. You never know. And so we're also now going to allow some settlers to make new villages and stuff, so that these kingdoms can maybe start to expand instead of just explore. Because like I've said it a little bit ago, like the beginning of this series is going to be very slow, a little slow, but it picks up. Okay, a lot of this is also going to be improvised. I do kind of have some kind of an idea where we go all the way up into the future. We have all of these wars and potential cold wars and all kinds of silly stuff. Very, very silly stuff indeed. But we have all kinds of layers actually we can have a look at. So we can look at the culture layers here, and obviously there's a fair bit of culture in these two areas, right? And we've also got the village layer. So this is the actual village name of this one right here. This is Vortex. What? We're just gonna call this Newfoundland. So we're just gonna call it Newfoundland instead of Newfoundland. And this could be I want to say this is Southwestern Newfoundland. So this is going to be Southwestern Newfoundland Village. All right. And this is the clans. Apparently there's clans. I think that's kind of interesting. Maybe they'll come into the picture someday, but not now. Because we're kind of in the era of exploration and, just basically settlements. So I'm thinking maybe some people got lost and they maybe thought, what if we were to settle over here? I would imagine that's kind of how people would maybe try to settle in an area, is they were sent out from maybe Newfoundland and they got lost, so then they decided to settle in the area that they got lost in. So this is now going to be the Southeastern Lands, the SEL or something, you could say. We have the TN and we have the NFL. Sunday. Sorry. Okay, it looks like this kingdom's king has been hailed. This is Padrua Pisani. Apparently they are the people who woven. Oh, good for you, buddy. Why are these kingdoms not, reproducing? Hold on. Okay, we're just going to assume that, they're kind of just reproducing. Maybe the people are shy and I don't know. That sounds kind of funny. Oh my goodness, look at this. These guys already got a freaking... Oh my. But yeah, at least the King Schwabby is still alive. I love Schwabby. I think Schwabby is probably my favorite. But yeah, this is the Jose Hengi, King of Newfoundland. The north here is Doobie the North. I mean, quite literally, it is the north. And then this is Southeastern Lands, and it is literally Southeastern Lands, That's just kind of how the names are right now. Looks like this has been founded. So one of the kingdom that's going to be kind of named a little bit differently is maybe they kind of... Maybe this kingdom names the lands after the king. But yeah, no, it looks like the populations are starting to kind of go up a little bit, right? At least I hope so, because they changed the world laws, and ooh, we may have a boat dock. We may have boats. We're now in the year 71, so another decade has passed. Let me see, when did the Cataclysm Lands? So they were founded in the 7th of November in the year 69. That's nice. Good for you, Cataclysm Lands. But I want to see the village layer. There we go. So this is the Solstice Manila Dale. I kind of like the Manila. So this will now be the Manila Village. And this is now the Scapoje Crossing. I'm going to call this Schillingford, because that's the last name of the king. I just think, imagine a village, the king were to name their like capital after the king, or after the, what is it? Their leader. And so this is going to become, so we also have the culture, right? So what if we call this the Almo? So this will be the Almora, or the Almora. Why not? Almora Village. There you go. Although I guess the country name is fairly different than that. So, I mean, somehow they already have a country name. So yeah, we're going to favorite the king here as well, and we're going to be all checking in on their king, seeing how they're all doing. And it looks like the Southeastern Lands have discovered another village. So let's have a look at that. So it's now called the Zurich Grove Pinnacle Warsaw Mound. Oh god, Ottoman Culture. Oh god. We've got the Ottomans. This village is not going to be called Badru after the king. This one here, kind of similar to Schillingford, right? And we've also got Southwestern Newfoundland, and then Newfoundland. We've also got the Zurich Grove. I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna keep the Zurich Grove here. Oh, another village has been founded. Perfect. Okay. Well, let's have a look at what this village is. Okay. Verdante Nairobi. Nairobi? Yeah, Nairobi Village. That's perfect. So yeah, here you go. These are all of the current villages that we have. And of course we'll show the kingdoms that we've been showing. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we got so far. You know what I'm saying? We're almost into year 80, into another decade, and it looks like these guys may start to gain some of their more boats here. They've got a fishing boat here, Plomple. I sure do love Plomple. That is definitely a name of all time for a boat to have. So I appreciate it. Alrighty, so it looks like the Sakiko are definitely kind of going up, like more northward here. That's pretty epic, good for them. It looks like they've also found some mithril, I think that's what that is. And now we're finally in the year 80, dude. We've got 20 more decades to go through. And ooh, it looks like we've got some agriculture here. Already, we're starting to see some agriculture. Okay, we're in the year 82. All right, we just got 18 more years. Ooh. Well, wait a minute. Well, look at this. It looks like we're kind of already starting to see medieval era units spawn in, huh? I mean, this isn't really medieval era. The time period that we're in right now, we're basically in the first 100 years. All right, let's go to the village layer. I think there is a new Maputo. Maputo. You know what? We're going to call this Sogdian. This is going to be Sogdian Village. There you go. Yeah, so it looks like we're already kind of seeing like catapults, medieval units here, and it is a little bit cursed. I won't lie. Um, so it looks like the Sakeko and the Newfound Lands are just kind of, they do be chilling though. I mean, I don't know what exactly what kind of conflicts will transpire in the future, but there's definitely going to be some funny shenanigans going on. We're now in the year 89. Nothing too drastic has happened. Just a couple of villages and stuff being founded. Look at how long this is already. What? So I think what I'm gonna do. So because this kingdom here is, or sorry, this village is pretty far. I'm actually gonna give them some inspiration. To become their own country. Oh my gosh, Newfoundland, please. And you know what? Newfoundland's gonna be like, all right, tough but fair. Um, and so it looks like the capital is Koala. So we'll kind of see who gets declared king here in a little bit. Ooh, and another village was discovered over here. Let's see. Village lair. Okay. Bangkok. The lunar Bangkok haven. You know what? We're calling this Schwabby village. So yeah, we do now have a new kingdom. That is kind of within the African area, kind of in parts of Somalia and a little bit of maybe Ethiopia. Although Nairobi, kind of this village here is around Sudan, and Zeruchi Grove has a bit more of a chunk of Somalia. Although actually no wait, Koala is more into Kenya. There's like Kenya and then it goes into Somalia. We're just gonna call this the Senju country for right now. As it's literally just, it's named after their king, kind of like the Sakeko kingdom. So another thing, so this area of Newfoundland here sees what the Senju country was kind of doing, and they're also going to have some inspiration. This totally won't cause any problems in the future whatsoever. And so it looks like, you know what, we're going to have some similar going on here. So we're going to have these guys here. So they're kind of a little bit more different than maybe the northerners that are a bit more south, right? At least south of the Fiji Dominion. Although that's not what it's going to be called. But yeah, they now have the Schwabby village. But as you can see now, these guys finally have their king. So now we're going to call this the Boucher Kingdom / the Boucher Country. And this is the Southeastern Lands. They've got a little village over here. They do be kind of chilling. And as you can see, the north here is really also starting to expand here. And kind of similar to what happened in this area here, they're kind of going to feel inspired by the Andres country. And so basically they're just, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty fat fucking... Oh. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so the North is probably not going to be very happy about that. This totally won't cause any more problems. And so this is going to be surprising. So now the Sakiko is going to be kind of split in two by this country over here. I don't know what country this is going to be, but let's see. Karim. Okay. Here we go. Karim. This is now the Karim country. Just for right now, as I've said, the names and stuff will change later on. And yeah, let's see what this is. So we're going to call this Tanzania. I kind of like that. One more year until we reach year 100, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness gracious. I mean, look at all of this freaking countries that we've got now. We've got Senju, Butcher, we've got Southeastern Lands, and we've got Newfoundland. Oh, and another village has been founded within Tanzania. Let's have a look. Damascus. You know what? Kind of like that. It's almost like the Damascus steel, huh? And these, I think we're just gonna call this. I mean, we could have two kinds of Damascuses. Copenhagen. This will be Copenhagen Village. We've got Amora, and this will be the Jacques Village, or maybe the Jacques. Maybe we'll just call it Jacques. That sounds like an interesting village name, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, we are now in the year 100. I hope you guys enjoyed the very first episode of the Icarus series. Okay, I know it's gonna be taking a little while to kind of like get into like the conflicts and whatnot. But yeah, here is the last few of like the culture layers. So we've got the Ottomans, we've got the Almoravids over here. Maybe you've got a little bit of Sogdians. We've also got the Mycenaean culture. Culture. Excuse me. That's an interesting culture name on it, actually. Honestly. Excuse me. And yeah, this is the clan layer as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to tell me what you guys think of this series so far down below in the comments. I know it's only the first episode, but like I've said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all in the next Icarus episode, whenever that is. Bye-bye.